Bang, bang.
Welcome to It's Up There Podcast, your number one place for business and podcasting. Ranked number 36 in the motherfucking world. Sit back, turn up the volume on your phone, and enjoy the show with your homie and host, Big Loon.
Welcome to another episode of It's Up There Podcast. I am your active and attractive host for another episode of the fastest growing podcast on the market right now. We currently sit at number 36 in the world. It's definitely a pleasure to be in front of people and let people engage with what we think is the current state of the culture, right? So if you are listening to the audio version of this podcast and you need to figure out where to find the video version, you head over to FOGFO TV on YouTube. We have a playlist with all of the full-length podcasts there. If you happen to click this from somewhere and you need to figure out what this is you're listening to and you in the podcast, you need to head to wherever you get your podcast and type in It's Up There Podcast with Looney, and we should pop up. Again, go to Patreon, subscribe to Patreon for the vibrations. We got brand new merch out. It's Up There Podcast merch. I got to see folks in that, man. It's just important that I'm able to look in the crowd. And what I call the crowd is on that net. See, for the new content creators, that's the crowd. That's who we in front of, putting our little game down, whatever we bring to the culture, whether that's comedy, whether that's rap, whether that's poetry, whether that's painting, whether that's fashion, whether that's, hairstyling, whether that's, whatever that may be, whatever that is though, right? Our crowd now is on the internet. And so I need to be able to look in the crowd and see. You understand me? That people is engaged and got It's Up There Podcast leggings, It's Up There Podcast shirts, sweaters, hoodies. You understand me? Toboggans, all kind of stuff. So yeah, man, go tap in with that, get you some of that, and just stay in tune and on top of what it is we got going on now. Whole lot going on in the game. This has been one of the most busiest weeks in rap entertainment in regards to just our genre, right? That niche that really controls the rest of the stuff. It's been a real heavy week on that, man. I mean, it's been a lot going on, very eventful. So we're gonna have a really good pod today. It's just gonna be easy because it's too much to talk about, right? Where do we want to start? What do I want to start? Let's see. Because I don't want to jump right into the Wack 100 or the Kanye, because if you know me, I warm up. So I get into something a little softer. Because when I get into that stuff usually it hits pretty good. Let's see, what do we want to start at today? I was thinking, man, when I was riding today, man, I went to my son's game, man. And speaking of that, dudes got to be careful nowadays with these hats. Like last week I didn't have my hat on, and I don't have one of them messed up. Like, dudes is hat fishing. Yeah, I didn't know that until today, man. I have had my first encounter with such a peculiar situation. You understand? So I'm, cheering my son on. My son out there playing football. So I'm moving with the ball as they either go forward or backwards. I'm moving. So I'm right here on the line because my son play in the trenches right there. You understand me? So for me, I'm tapped into my son. I got it, and dude next to me, he got a hat on. He got the little police glasses on. I figure it's a lot of military dads and things like that be engaged with these kind of things. They happen to see me, yeah. So, as far as where I'm at, see in the hood, all the daddies, the real street dudes, they out there with their kids, right? So I just happen to be out here with this kind of people at, right? So it's all good. So now I'm messing with my son, me and this dude having a conversation. Dude telling me, he embarrassing his son And for me, you know, it's like, I'm like, man, because I'm stuck. I can't get hard on my son like I need to about things that I don't see as being essential, right? Like football or sports. You know, I need you to play sports for the mentality, to understand camaraderie, to understand teamwork, to understand leadership, understand failing, understand doing something that's hard. I need you to go through that so you're not always trying to put yourself in places to do easy stuff, because that makes you a weak man. So I don't necessarily say I see him out there and say he take a play off. I'm not necessarily like some fathers are, because you got some fathers, Lil Ronald, you took a play. I told you go get the ball. You know, they really, really in it. For me, you know, I might tell them, what's up? What you doing, man? You got to turn up, man. Stay out there, you know, because I don't put too much into that. But this dude here, son, you know, got run over. Other dude on another team and taking man, that young boy, boom, run him over. He go to crying, right? Now, of course, I'm going to tell my son, stop crying, right? Stop crying. Let's stop crying. Let's try to figure out, you know, I know that's your emotion that's happening. I was telling him they just don't know how to control disappointment. They don't know what to do with it, right? They ain't got enough experience with disappointment on a high level. So when it happened, they don't know how to compartmentalize it, right? So anyway, the little dude's son get run over, boom. And his son come out, he said, man, you need to stop crying, man. You gonna get run over again. Man, go on, man. You tripping, man. You acting like a girl, man. You need to. And I'm sitting right there like, man, it's cutting deep. It's plenty of people out here, right? So then on one end, I get it, right? You toughen him up. You letting him know. Hold him to a standard. But you can cut too with that. You got to really know your son. And so for me, as being a father, active father, I just assume, I guess you know your son and that don't cut him. But then I look over at him and he telling me, he said, well, he be talking crazy. Cause I'm like, what's up, bro? Why you getting on him like that? He like, well, he be talking crazy to me in the house. I was like, I said, they must have that kind of relationship. And the little boy kept crying and you know what I'm saying? And he was just being hard on him and then he pulled him over. But now I ain't gonna say being hard on him. He was telling him, man, you gonna get him back, you know. After I would start talking to him like, bro, they don't just know what to do. They be disappointed. I be telling him, don't cry. And you can't cry. What are you crying about? Like, bro, you gotta figure out what to do with the disappointment. You know what I mean? Funnel that out, bring it back, and then take it out on somebody out there, right? At least try to redirect it, however that be. But again, they don't know what to do with such an intense feeling disappointment is. Such an intense feeling disappointment is. It's the same way that the young women, they don't know what to do with love. It's such an intense feeling. It's so intense that when you first fall in love for the first time, you tend to think, man, this is it for me. You would tell yourself that. But you 17, 18, 20, 22. But when you 32, you'll be a totally different individual. But you don't get that, right? Anyway, so after that happened, right? Me and dude talking now, he kicking his game. I'm looking at the game. I'm still listening to him, kind of talking to him. A good play get made on the field. Boom. I look over at him. We talking. He said, yeah. They doing their thing. I said, yeah, they killing it. Boy, they going hard today. I look off and look back. And then somebody else right there. I asked him, then what dude go? His son just made a play. He look around like, what he done was took his hat off. Look like a totally different individual far as just, you know, because I'm not looking at him like, you know, I'm glimpsing just because we looking at the game, but we talking though. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what dude go, man? Son just, I think it's some number, some 12 or 18. It was something. And I was like, man, your son, his dude's son just he was like, yeah, he did, man. I'm like, oh, man, that's the dude. But I say that to say, man, that headfish thing is a real thing. I don't know what y'all women gonna do with that, cause that's almost worse than weave. Cause at least with weave, you can still have that on, you know, when you get out the shower and everything. That when that hat guy, don't sleep in the hat, fam. Bruh, get out the shower with the hat on, bruh. Know what I'm saying? You got pajamas and a hat on, bruh. Like, you feel me? So it gets weird, man. But yeah, y'all got to look out for that, man. That's a real thing. I want to reiterate, and I want to kind of clarify something I said, because a lot of people listen to me and then they kind of use some of the game that I put down, and sometimes I got to revisit it just to clarify it. But I told people that I'd never lose. And I think they may have misconstrued that and took that in a way as me saying that I never face defeat. But losing and facing defeat is two different things. And I got to reiterate that because I know DaBaby is watching. And sometimes the words, they take them for exactly what they don't put context around it. Right? So sometimes when it burns my spirit after I say something and it's being effective out there. And I'm riding, and I think I need to go clarify that, for they think that a loss mean that you ain't doing no good. That defeat mean you ain't doing no good, right? So I said I'm gonna come clarify that. But what I'm saying is you gonna face defeat. Now the problem comes in, and I said, Loon, well, you say you don't lose, bro, because you learn. Even if you face defeat, you walk away with a lesson. So it ain't a loss, it's a lesson. It ain't a loss, it's a lesson. Now, what happens is, what we must be careful of is that we don't want to be in a situation where once you learn from that thing that one time, that you got to learn from it again and again. Because now you're no longer learning from it. This is now a loss. This ain't facing defeat where you can walk away with a lesson and still be a winner. This is now a loss because you're indulging in what you know is detrimental in regards to the outcome. Right? So it places you in a situation where now you become a loser when you indulge with things that you continue to lose in. Once you get the lesson and move away from it, you become a winner. You can't tear down what you can't touch. You see what I'm saying? You can't destroy what you didn't build. But see, people tend to think that means that you can't bomb on what you didn't build. You can bomb on it. You may can knock a little bit of it down, but you can't destroy it. Words have meanings. Meanings have weight attached to them. You got to always consider what somebody's saying, man. That's what makes some of the scriptures and things so powerful, is because of the choice of words. Some of it is left for interpretation all these years later because of the choice of words. So you got to be engaged to even be able to follow somebody like me on this journey that I'm on, right? I would say this. A lot of people coming at me, they saying, what you doing, my brother, is something that the culture needs. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's doing that.
After this break, we'll be back breaking the game down with It's Up There Podcast. Stay tuned.
So we got a whole lot to talk about today. You know, for those of you that don't know, again, just been a very eventful week in the culture, man. We got Kanye West living in stadiums. We got Drake with the subtle reminder that the boy is home. We got Tekashi and Wack 100. We got my son. Like, it's so much stuff going on. Then we got the skater First kind of black skater guy throwing up crib, he's died. It's so much going on. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the Wack 100 situation, just because I know a lot of people come here to hear, what my thoughts are in regards to things like this, especially seeing that I understand both sides of the game from a very high level. So let me just lay the framework down for it. For those of you that don't know, DJ Akademiks has a podcast now that's out on Spotify. His first episode, as I called 8 months ago, would be with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He added Wack 100 to that situation, and then the interview ensued. Following that, Wack 100 took a lot of backlash when pictures was just revealed prior to the interview being dropped. Now that the interview is actually dropped, we kind of get a glimpse into what the conversation was, the environment, the atmosphere. And there was a lot going on that you probably got to be cut from a certain cloth to understand. See, what Tekashi don't know is, in the streets, see, this is why I say, and I'm gonna get to it in a real way, but Tekashi don't know about the triple cross. He can't know about the triple cross. See, as a boss, it's my job to understand the position that the team is in. It's my job, right? So when you got a dude sitting across from you and say, yo, tell your team to come on camera, it's my job to say my team won't come on. No, my team ain't coming on camera. We don't need my team to come on camera. This ain't about my team, right? But you play into it because you don't have any boundaries. See, street dudes got firm boundaries because we understand death is on the other side of certain mistakes. So we got strong boundaries. We not gonna just, hey, tell your team to come on camera. Man, I wish they would come on camera. Oh, but I let my team come on camera. Well, that's you. I bet you like to eat a whole bunch of carbs. I don't like to eat many carbs. Right? We different, huh? How you survive and what you do don't got nothing to do with me. But Tekashi ain't he don't have no foundation. He looking for a way. So if you say this is what I'm trying to tell you, another classic case of being tricked out your spot. If you tell Tekashi, man, you ain't no real street dude if you don't show your team, he'll show his team. Man, you ain't no real street dude if you don't come on out with no security, he'll come on, right? So the man don't understand what's really going on. And somewhere along the lines, he's lost his way. He's lost his way. What he think he is and what he actually is. The circumstances he think is surrounding his actions and the events. And the reality of the situation is different. And the only reason I say Tekashi 6ix9ine is not in touch with reality is because when you sit there and say, hey, your Chicago dude's not like that. Yo, we looking at the numbers, Slime. We looking at these, they like that. They do this. Yo, these rapper dudes not like that. Well, I think it's almost like you ever seen a dude get cheated on by a girl and then he got to keep telling himself, nah, she didn't cheat on me. And she wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't do. You be like, bro, you caught her in the bed, bro. Nah, man, that wasn't like it. It wasn't really like it. He gotta do that for him to be comfortable with being able to maneuver around. Because if he actually took these things serious, it would scam to death. You got a nigga that try to trick theyself. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Whole time I'm just trying to get close to you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, don't be scared. I don't need nobody afraid. I don't need nobody afraid. I need you to walk right into this bat trap. Do not be afraid. And he'll be somebody that'll do that. Now, well, I'm going to tell you something about this Wack 100 and Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Akademiks podcast interview. In my opinion, this interview could lead to the death of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Right? See, you got to always remember what's going on. Part of the reason people ain't moved on the guy is because they don't have any intel on the dude. In the streets, it's very seldom that they approach what they don't know. It's either one or two things. people been telling him, man, he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. They'll run into that and possibly get killed, or they'll at to get him the strength to go on with their move. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody thinking he got police, now this may lead to his death because you just showed your team. Then you got a dude who some people don't respect. Some people in the game don't look at Wack like that. You know, I like what Wack say. You know, I got to have a conversation myself with him. I don't know him, but I receive him as a honorable guy. When he do something like this is what confuses me, right? But some people don't hold Wack to, oh, let my team gonna do this and not. They don't buy into that. So when they see him sitting next to you saying your team ain't ready, they like, oh. And then you try to go off camera, kind of insinuate that you might got a firearm. That's the least of your worries, beloved. I just think the intel that was never there is what caused people not to move on the guy. And doing this interview in Wack 100 got you bringing your team on camera. You got saying your team ain't ready. You got one dude with you that's about something. You done disrespected 25, 50 people that may got teams that'll move or got the money to make something move. So one guy, two guys, five guys, they worried about is the police with him. So keep campaigning that the police ain't with you, man, and then I think it's going to be an attempt at some point. You see what I'm saying? But you got to be careful with these guys, man. These street guys, they triple cross. They, and not saying Wack could do that, but I'm saying where I come from, you know what I'm saying? You don't, hey, man. And then if I would have showed up, I would have either showed up by myself where he knew nothing, or I'd have showed up with so much going on that he'd be like, nah, they can't get the dude. You don't show up like this and then play into the narrative. Not for Wack. This ain't for Wack. You know what this is. He reporting live from the trap. If you think ain't nobody reached out to Wack, or they ain't got people picking information from Wack to try to figure out, hey, what is he? And Wack ain't got no ties to it. How we know the call can't come down to make Wack obligated to give some information up? Wack fall up under something too. But the little dude think this is all entertainment. What happens is he got away with stuff for too long. He almost like a child that you let run off and write on the walls and break the dishes and got food under their bed now, and you ain't doing nothing about it. So now in their mind, there's nothing wrong with this behavior. Now, even if it is something that could possibly, if there's some consequences possibly on the other side of this, they're not as extreme as y'all want me to believe, because they's never happened to me. And I'm not really from the hood, so I haven't seen it happen to none of my comrades. I come from bearing my friends at young ages, my family at young ages. Sometimes for things they didn't do, but situations that occurred, right? So that, hey, man, people, so for me, we don't play like that. But you must be in a situation to understand the games of the streets. The games of the streets, dog. And then it's always, it's some undercover game going on that, I don't want to necessarily say is the case, but it's important that you make sure you in tune with what's going on. Another thing I notice about the little dude is he don't have enough game to understand what's happening. Right? It's the same way if you don't talk rap. If you're in the studio with me and I go to saying, yo, pull the EQ up, compress the vocal a little bit, put a quarter delay on that, and make sure the reverb is cut the reverb down some. You gonna be looking around like, what was he talking about? And Tekashi don't understand street lingo, sneaky street lingo, right? So let's be clear about something. If you tell me that you a gangster and I call you a civilian, I'm calling you a bitch. And I try not to cuss because I'm running ads at a very high level. But if you think you a gangster and I call you a civilian, I'm calling you a bitch because I'm basically telling you that you confused, little nigga. I'm telling you that you don't got what it take to be what it is you think you is. You don't even possess the skill set. And then compounded with that, I tell you, yo, now the little dude got gangster thoughts now. Do you know what I'm telling you about you? If I tell you that you got gangster thoughts, do that don't even, like, see, if you didn't come up under this, you don't know how to get around this. These little dudes are coming from spots where it's easy to blend in. It's easy to fake it. It's easy to talk like this. Nobody's never done nothing to you. You never seen it happen next to you. I've been standing right here and somebody's died right there. Not a drive-by, a walk-up. So my mentality is way different than some dude that think they ain't like that. I think they like that. I'm handling them like they like that. Because I've seen it happen. And the interview kept going on. The interview was 2-3 hours long. And then a part came up to where they got into this space where they were talking about who snitched on who, right? And I'm gonna play a little clip from it, but they got into this place where they talked about who snitched on who and why. You know, Wack kind of gave them an out and was like, yo, that's New York business. We don't worry about that. And not to say we do worry about that, right? But when you don't worry about something, that means you don't engage with it. Meaning we don't necessarily co-sign it or we don't, it just, y'all need to deal with y'all backyard. But we definitely don't poke no gasoline on it either way because that's a co-sign. We know where we from. We know when that dude killed my cousin and you standing next to that dude that killed my cousin, we know how I feel about you. We see why 50 done at the Buck when he was running around and standing next to some of these guys that had some real issues with him. We know what it means when you stand next to the guy that stand next to the people. If I was in the street selling whatever I was selling, and now you ain't the police, but you hang with the police, then I gotta treat you like what? Where we come from. Or should I ignore that? I'm not gonna ignore that. I don't have that luxury. My family depend on me to make sound decisions when my freedom is at the forefront. So you can't ask me to be naive enough to say, yo, you see me, you know, but see, this is where they getting you at. They saying that it's entertainment. And they switching it over to the entertainment and saying, nah, this is entertainment. It ain't entertainment when, well, let me go back because I got to speak about this. They got to this point and I'm going to play a clip of it. Where they got to this point where they kind of start talking about, you know, why do people care that I snitch? I didn't snitch on them. I didn't do this and I didn't do that. Let's hear a little bit from the clip and then we'll come back.
Yo, Wack.
Go run into him. I bet he's gonna get
before I gotta go run into him, he gotta run into all the fucking dead friends he got. The people who killed them, they still walking.
I don't know.
I ain't worried about that, nigga.
That situation.
Listen, let's get back to 21 Savage. This is what I mean about this. I said this 5 minutes ago, and now we getting to the point because he want to. Were you in the club or were you at the club?
Because you insinuating you were there.
What point we making? What point we making? I want to figure out the point. All right, y'all right. Both in the same club. Everybody's clear on that. Y'all are in the same club. What does that mean?
So we got to get to the point, you know, where he talked about 21 Savage. A lot going on with that situation. Y'all hold on. I'm trying to unpack this. We'll definitely get to the 21 Savage. So we're in a part of this interview where he's talking about seeing 21 Savage in the club, and they're going to kind of get into Snoop Dogg and some different things about why so many people is worried about him telling.
I'm saying you was in the same club as 21 Savage.
Okay.
But you was not.
You're not kicking. You wasn't kicking with him.
He trying to confuse.
You ain't walked up on 21. Did you
audience.
walk up with him like you walked up on
He's trying to
Mill?
confuse on him. No, I don't have to do
But
it.
also 21 got no static with him.
Watch this. Yo, you sent me that video? You sent me that? All right. I never mentioned 21.
Don't show me no video. You in your section.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That's what you gonna do.
I never met 21 Savage. I heard that he not even from America. He from England.
Yeah. I spoke to 21 personally. He has no issue with you. So I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know who got an issue though.
Watch this.
I know who got an issue.
Let me finish after.
But it's up there.
Blueface want to beat your ass up in that ring.
But
Can
he
we
don't
do
got
that?
enough money for that.
Know what you mean?
Yo, I walk around with $1 million cash every day.
Listen, we ain't talking about how much money you got.
All right, let me get back to 21
Savage.
Savage.
You want to take this fade with Blueface
I'll
in the
take
ring.
it for the same
in the ring
for the right amount of money.
So listen,
And
you wait.
Yo,
you tell me what.
It's up there podcast.
How much was I was gonna sign for the Aiden Ross shit?
20 million.
Okay, so you telling me right now?
How much?
See, this is what I'm saying about intel. Now, if the $20 million move go through, it ain't worth me giving the intel up. Because I stand to make 30% of that for just doing this and being involved with it, of the 20 M's. Now, right? But the intel. Ask yourself why Blueface manager is aligned with Tekashi. I've seen this happen in the street so much, dog. I'm talking about, man, dudes get close to dudes, just close to dudes. They just need a little information. You know, now what could happen is, because we all human, is you can fall victim to. Now, by default, now you in a situation where you riding with the little dude. But you started with the trying to just peep what's going on. He posted, man, y'all ain't got enough game in this game, man. That's why I know it's got to be 100 million waiting on me, man. Because y'all ain't got enough. Y'all don't know enough. See, somebody got to sit down with Wack like me and just pick that shit apart that he talking about. Right? And when you a real nigga and y'all pick shit apart, you supposed to take that and say, that's true. Because I gotta accept truth is truth. The truth is bigger than anything. Ego, love, money. The truth is. So for me, I gotta accept the truth for exactly what it is. So I can't. Ask yourself, dog. I manage Blueface. I'm a blood from the land. He sent some bloods down. He done told me suck his, SMD. Everything that could cause me to have a problem with him, I'm deflecting. Yeah, you might have told me SMD when you was running, but now you came over to the West Coast disrespecting us, but that was really such and such. Yeah, you posted game, but that was really... I think it's about some intel. You understand me? But let's keep going.
Tell me what's up for that
He
shit.
told me 20. He said 20 million. He said 20 million. He hopping the ring with Dirk.
They not paying that for no fucking Blueface.
But it's up there podcast.
So you telling me? So it got to be 20 million. Can't be 10 million. 10 million ain't enough.
It's not,
to run a fade with a nigga that y'all got an issue. Yes or no?
How much y'all paying taxes?
We ain't got nothing to do with that. We talking about an extra 10.
Are you talking about the extra tax bracket? Blueface is nobody.
I'm asking you. Listen, I'm asking you.
And I'm telling you, nothing
so
under 20 million.
Take 20 million for you to take that ass whooping?
Yes.
So
didn't I say what was the company called?
Social Gloves.
Social Clubs. They said, we got 15 million. I said, listen, make it 20. They can make it happen. That white boy has that demographic, right? He has that demographic that Jake Paul got. I would do it with him. Blueface don't got that demographic.
For 20 million?
Yeah.
You would take the squabble.
I'll take the
squabble.
squabble.
He said for 20 million, he hopping with anybody.
All right.
You will happen with Meek as well.
Yeah. I'll do that shit for free.
Watch
this. Look.
All right, wait. Remember you told me that.
Yeah, but listen, yeah.
All right.
Now, hear me out.
Because I'm going to put the motherfucking contract up.
Listen,
Hold on.
Wack, you trying to avoid 21
No,
Savage.
I'm not.
I don't know if they cool. I don't know if they
Yo,
cool.
21 got no stats. What's the point you trying to make? All right, go ahead, make the point.
Make the point.
Look, the fans probably like, nigga, get to the point. 21 Savage, we was in the club together. I don't know this nigga. This nigga from the UK. He not from America. He want to be from here so bad.
From Atlanta too.
What do you mean you want to be from here so bad?
All right, look, let me get to the point.
It was a 21 before it was a 6'9", wasn't it?
Let me get to the point. Watch this. Was
there a 21 Savage before it was a 6'9"?
I don't care.
All right. What's the point? We gotta get
Stop
this
downplaying the nigga like he wasn't here first.
Yo, look.
So let's just lay the framework of what's happening. So Wack 100 has decided to go on DJ Akademiks' new podcast called Off the Record with DJ Akademiks and sit down with Tekashi 6ix9ine for 3 hours. He says he don't view Tekashi 6ix9ine as a snitch. He views him as a civilian, which is why he's going to sit down with him. So they went on and on. Now we're to the point where he's kind of talking about his run-in with 21 Savage. Let me just say something about this whole civilian thing. I don't agree with this whole. See, that's what I'm saying. People are in situations where they just allow people to talk because they scared of them. You understand? I don't agree with the whole civilian can tell thing. I think that it's even. I think that there's morals that supersede gangster, civilian, street dude, civilian, criminal, civil. I think that there's morals that exceed those, that supersede those, which is mama and them, granny and them, all them told you to mind your business. Now, if somebody's doing something that's in your neighborhood maybe can affect you, I don't know how to feel about that. But I also, as a street dude, had an issue with the people who, when I just pull on this street to meet one of my people, they getting my license tag and calling, hey, I think it's a drug dealer in the area. He's driving it. I ain't bothered nobody, ain't hurt nobody. Matter of fact, I done paid 3-4 people light bill on this block that this person don't know. Regular civilian, right? And this is my neighborhood the same way as your neighborhood, right? So I don't agree with that individual looking out the window, writing down my tag and calling police either. I'm not causing harm to anybody. I'm not hurt. So it's levels to this whole thing. But I don't agree with the civilian just can call and tell on anybody and it's cool. I don't agree with that. You know, somebody might say, well, stay away from civilians. What the civilians are in my neighborhood as well. Like my mother is a civilian. My cousins are civilians. I got family that's civilians. And I shouldn't have to leave my neighborhood if I'm not bothering or hurting nobody. You understand? These boy lives matter. You understand me? But, you know, let's get back into his encounter with 21 Savage. And I'm going to show you some Jedi mind tricks. Tekashi left this interview a loser. But Wack 100 wanted to keep it going, so now it's turning a little bit to look like Tekashi may be gaining favor with somebody in the industry that some people regard the big blood, you know. So let's see. So it almost feel like a round 2. Not that he'll ever get close enough, but it's a situation where it feel like it's being received like you back in this thing. And see, when people look at you, they look at certified gentlemen on the other side. And you're an extension of that. And to navigate, I know you navigate knowing that. It ain't nowhere around it.
Listen, all right, so put it like this.
All right.
21 Savage, I don't know the nigga. I never mentioned the nigga. The nigga mentioned me first. Remember when he released his album with Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
He had a song called Snitches and Rats, and he had Morgan Freeman narrate the song. And he said, all rats must die. You know what I'm saying?
Was that talk about you though?
Okay. Everybody here seen my video Gooba, right? Everybody here seen my video Gooba when I got released from jail?
Right.
At 21 Savage's release album party in Atlanta.
Correction. That was at his friends did that shit. They made like.
Watch this. At his album release party, is right here. 21 Savage put a mouse with rainbow hair, and he used a part of my video on a shirt with bullet holes going through it. Look.
So the idea is Tekashi and a couple of other people in the industry, The idea is that they think that because people call him a rat or say that he told, that when they see him, they should react in a way that could cause them to go to prison or, crash on that. Well, I think if us as street guys or us as people that's involved with a certain level of move around with a certain level of understanding, I think if we engage with that's a loss from the get go. Well, Loon, why would you say that? Wack 100 saying that you should go right at them. Wack 100 can say that Loon gonna put some game down that you can operate with and how to survive. I'm putting game down that's gonna help the young dude survive. I ain't putting no game down that's gonna put him in a situation to crash out. Now, certain things ain't even crashing out. It's handling responsibilities, but we got to look at the current circumstances. When we look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, we see he don't play by the same rule. So you're asking me to commit what could be a murder with someone that's already showed me they don't play by the rules, right? Now, whether I play by the rules or not, and you don't believe me, whatever is up for debate. That's up for you to come and find out when you push up on me. But we know for a fact that who you telling me to run up on don't play by the rules. How am I gonna put myself in a situation to say, hey, go run up on somebody and just lose? I love my hitters more than that. We want to be on defense. We want to go in court from a defense standpoint. That defense can come off and be received as offense. Like you can see me on defense and it can look like I was on offense. But that's how potent the defense is. You see what I'm saying? But we don't never want to do nothing for nothing, and we don't consider harming people that's done nothing to harm us in any kind of way, or even made us feel like that there's a situation where we may be in a situation where we won't make it home. So I want to just set the stage there, right? That the idea that they're going after and what got 21 Savage in this situation right here with Tekashi and Wack 100 is 21 should have pushed up on him. Meek Mill should have pushed up on him. When y'all see him, push up on him. Handle your business. Kill me, basically. I think Tekashi's been wrong about a couple of things. And I think he's wrong about that they won't do this. I think he's wrong even about the reaction of the federal government if this was to happen. I think the federal government won't even care. They've got what they've got from you. You were antagonizing people. This happened. I don't even think that how he sees it playing out is how it'll play out. But he's operating with a high level of being delusional. A very, very, very high level. When you say Chicago dudes not like that and they killing every day. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Can't nobody see. This is the thing about somebody that don't know better. They're gonna keep playing the same game. Keep playing the same game. Keep playing the same game. This is the same game he playing. Couldn't nobody touch me. Remember? Test My Gangster when he was with the Bloods. They can't do, these rappers ain't like that. Test My Gangster. Then boom, they grab him, they touch him. He never even knew. He never even thought or saw it coming because he wasn't operating with the information. He never considered one time that Test My Gangster, They Can't Touch Me would be right next to him and they would definitely touch him. He didn't consider that part of the game. That's why he downplayed it. They can't do this to me. He didn't know. He didn't even know about that side of the game. The same way with this, what he playing. These rappers ain't like that. Man, I got money as a rapper, dog. There's people around me that'll do something to you to get in my good graces, man. I don't even got to say nothing. They know, hey, if you ever see him, it's up. Ain't nothing to talk about. Baptize him. And they know what that is. They know when they get out or whatever the situation is, that the big homie going, yeah, man, you took care of that. And I didn't send a hit. Nigga, I never talked to him about that. It was sizzling in his spirit. He couldn't wait to see him. So those people that want to be in my good graces may be gangsters. Let's just entertain the idea that you saying. Let's entertain that I ain't a gangster. Let's say that. Let's say that. You think I come from a place where ain't no gangsters around me? You think people that love me, they ain't gangsters? You think I ain't tied in with some... You don't think that ain't possible either, is it? All this money I got, ain't nobody gonna do nothing, is there? I don't understand what these people be saying. Even with Wack, like, bro, we know, bro, like, people get killed, people pay for information, man, I can hire, you don't got to hire the Bloods or the Crips to get a hit place, man. You don't got to hire no particular gang. I can go Russian with the hit. I can go Nigerian with the hit. I can go totally left field with the hit, man. I can go Mexican with the hit. I can, yo, bro, they ain't even aware of whatever ties you talking about. So that's what I'm saying. The game is bigger than where they done carved the game down so little. This is a big, hey, this ain't that. Respectfully. But let's hear a little more.
Did you go address 21 when you saw him in the club?
Why? I don't got the problem with the nigga.
Was you there with him?
Yo, why is he...
With It's Up There podcast.
Yo, you're shifting it. Yo, you act like I came at him. He came at me.
Did you let him know that you was there?
He seen me. I sent you the video.
Wait.
You didn't send me no video of 21.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Come on, my nigga.
I've talked to 21 personally, and he told me repeatedly he got no issue with you.
Yo, I gotta do this. Yo, put the camera here so I can see it. I never addressed 21 Savage. I don't know the nigga. The nigga put a picture of a mouse with rainbow hair and bullet holes through the shirt. They are trying to avoid it. And they're like, oh, but that's not...
So are you insinuating the mouse and rainbow hair? So that's what I'm trying to understand.
No, you trying to say 21 started with him. That's
what's wrong with the mouse and rainbow hair? Who is that?
Wack, if somebody put your head on some shit with a bunch of bullet holes, you will feel some way about it.
Who is the mouse with the rainbow hair?
He's trying to say what he said. Come on, Wack, get up.
With It's Up There
Who
podcast.
is the mouse with the rainbow hair? I'm asking you.
Hold on.
I'm asking you. Now, hold on, 6ix9ine.
That's
6ix9ine. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
With It's Up There
Hold on, watch
podcast.
this. Your man over there, you should get rid of that nigga, man.
Oh, look.
Because that nigga said you was a rat with rainbow hair, man.
See, calculation. First Wack 100 said, hey, yo, your man said John Gotti will mess with you. You need to cut him off. He agreed with you. And right here, hey, your man kept it real and said, you the rat with the rainbow hair. You should cut. Like, that's why I'm telling you, something is off about this encounter. Something's off. Something's off. This ain't just a situation that I think just happens to be a hell of an interview. Wack 100 might be operating to the highest bidder. What you need to know.
Look, y'all can see that?
Well, why are you saying that's him?
Yo, that's from Google. Nigga, all right, so look.
What you mean?
Look, long story short, look.
How the fuck did you even see that?
He see me, right?
He ain't got nothing. He's lonely in his house. All he do is study fucking videos.
See me. And when he see me, instead of I don't gotta approach you, nigga. I don't care for you.
How you know he see
I
you?
don't care for me. So the fact that you don't walk to my section,
hold on, wait.
All rats must die. Was I in club of security yesterday?
No, but hold on.
Hold on.
But even if he thinks you a rat, does he have to approach you?
No,
does he gotta do something to you?
Hold on. I will say this. Wait.
I'm asking.
Wait, hold on. I will say this.
I'm asking.
Anybody that has addressed somebody in a disrespectful manner, like they got a problem with that person, and they see that person, they supposed to get at him.
So if you call somebody a rat, when you see that person, you're supposed to be prepared to move on it.
I agree with him on that. That's why I looked at Meek weird.
And I had no security in the
here.
club last night. He was there.
I didn't say.
I
listen,
never came at 21 Savage.
I
He
didn't
supposed to
came
get
at
at
me
him.
and made a whole song. He seen me.
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying about 21.
These niggas ain't like that, nigga.
I don't
Go
know.
back to the UK with that shit,
Well,
nigga.
first of all, slow down.
Facts.
Before you
I'm
were
gonna be honest,
6'9",
I don't think
wait.
he's got time with you like
Before you were 6'9",
I think everybody used that joke. Everybody used that joke, though.
Hold on.
Y'all
I ain't gonna let you get that off.
Pick and
You
choose.
can't get that off because before you were 6'9", 21 was running around Atlanta doing his thing, right? As 21 Savage. So don't put him back in the UK. Maybe he was born there the first couple years. I don't know. But his roots is in the A. He earned that.
Yo, all right,
You got to give him that.
Yo, say, suppose he was just making a joke.
Period.
A lot of people was using that type of at your
And
expense.
don't play with you.
So
What you mean? You play with.
So when
How
I
many
lay down,
niggas? Listen.
yo, so
How many years? How many years did your statements get
if
people?
I lay down on the floor like
Yo.
King Bone, the way he died, don't get mad. I was just joking. So
Yo,
what?
listen, and
Back there,
listen,
pick and choose, nigga.
listen, and that's cool. Just be ready to, it's consequences.
With its Up There podcast.
I'm ready for all of that though.
Yeah, but
Yo,
I don't
if I
think
was
your
to die,
team
if I
ready.
was to-
I don't think your team ready for that.
Yo,
See? That's a message right there. I don't think your team ready. I'm looking at them. That let you know what pair of eyes I come in here with. Not only is this who I am as a person, but I'm like, yo, you talking like this and this what you got? But again, you can say Wack may not know, but that could lead to the death of the boy, or at least an attempt. That piece of information right there, again, the reason people ain't moved on you is because they don't know who's around you, what's going on. Is it the police? Is it the feds? There was security. Is it security? Is there cameras? Last time something happened to you, end up being a camera in the backseat recording. Nobody even knew. Dudes in there trying to grab you. You saying their name. Yo, come on, Harv, man. Come on. Right? So they don't know. They don't know what could be surrounding them. But with Wack saying things like this, very important thing.
listen.
I don't think I'm just being
Murphy
real.
said, hell nah. Murphy living a good
I'm
life
just
in
being
Miami.
real.
Yo, Murphy's out here getting a lot of bitches.
I'm glad that y'all seeing this because y'all, it's a lot of picking and choosing in this
I haven't
industry.
picked and choose shit. Not one thing. I call a spade a spade.
All right,
If a nigga's a rat, he's a rat.
Was 21 Savage supposed to move on me in the club after addressing me a rat?
How do we know 21 even seen you in the club?
All right, let me play.
You wasn't even there. You wasn't there, so you cheerleading. You wasn't there. But you wasn't there. Was you there? Then don't speak on it. Don't speak on it.
Hold on.
Don't speak on
You
it.
play
You
the video
can't
real quick.
speak on it. So where 21 at? Right where? You zoomed in. Where he at?
He's on stage.
At you, he's performing. He
How
got a
the
mic in
fuck
his
he
hand.
know you there? You think too much of yourself,
Hold on,
my
I'm
nigga.
gonna be honest.
You think
though.
too
Wack,
much of
Wack,
yourself.
Wack, Wack.
Y'all
There's
making
no way
too
he's
many
in the
excuses.
no way he's
And
in the
you don't
club
see-
and you don't know. Yeah.
Listen, if that one
Wack,
you insinuating
21,
that
suck
this
my
man-
dick, nigga, suck my dick with your
Hold
mouth.
on,
No,
And I'm
hold
gonna
on,
address-
bro.
Hold on,
I
hold
swear
on.
to God, I'm addressing that nigga.
Hey, hold on.
And now we like,
Hold on. Wait.
You see that? Now what's that about? But these are dudes that's getting tricked in the war. That's the thing with Wack 100. Don't get tricked into a war. They got him and Mel Matrix at it right now. I'm going to play that video where Mel Matrix made a phone call back out like, yo, you a blood sitting with, like, what we doing? But it could be an intel play. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like this here. You don't want to get tricked in the war, dog. You ain't even had nothing to do with this. But you standing next to a dude and then he's saying certain things. How much is this worth to you, dog? Because now do that mess you and Dirk up? Do that mess you and Roddy Rich up? Do that mess you and 21 up? Do that mess, like, how much are we losing for this, Wack? What we doing? 20 years worth building to go sit next to somebody to ruin the relationships you had? The nephew, the aunt that you talk about, we ruining that for this? Like, what we doing? We got to at some point involve ourselves with excelling. You understand me? And definitely not tearing down for the sake of a moment. A moment is cool, but we've built something that took several moments. You understand me? And you can't get tricked into going to war. It's the dumbest. It's too dumb. Don't never, ever nobody out there get tricked into going to war. Make sure war is about the principles that was mishandled. Make sure war is about the principles that was mishandled. Don't get tricked into now me and these people fighting a battle because of him. And you got these civilians that we call them in the back saying, yeah, Wack. Don't do that. But then because when he disrespect like this, now what? Because if I find him and he's with you, I don't care who he's with. You know, if it was a situation where I had an issue with somebody, no matter who you with, it don't matter who you with. It don't matter who you with. Ain't no big eyes, ain't no little U's, ain't no matter who you with. Dissing on the dead people or doing certain things, certain responses is inevitable.
Wait.
Yo, Wack, do you think rappers should kind of? I think you feel ganged up on.
No, hold on.
You feel like rappers should
supposed to feel ganged up on.
You know what I think it is? No, listen.
When it's up there,
Supposed to feel ganged up on.
I think you don't understand the politics that you're taking it way serious than a lot of these other rappers do. So
you're
you
supposed
get
to feel
mad, you
ganged
get
up on.
upset, you
You
get
got
all
niggas
that when they're not
200
doing it.
years. Should you not feel ganged up on?
Yo, Wack, I just told you Cass snitched and you said that's not your problem. Why these
I ain't
rappers
seen
care?
it work, but you can send it to me. Send it to Ak, you get it to me.
Now I don't know paperwork.
What do you expect
If it's
him
not
to do
taxes,
about
I don't
him
want to see it.
snitching?
I don't want
He
no
doesn't even
paperwork.
know it's not even.
What you mean handwritten
Right, so
ink?
I'm saying he wouldn't do anything.
Wait, what you mean
That's the same thing as
handwritten
him
ink?
not doing anything to you,
What's your name again?
Kim.
Did I tell him 21 Savage?
No, this is what I'm
So
saying.
why does he care if
No,
I told?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. It's not saying he's not saying that it's right. But you
Listen.
expect him to go do something with Cass because of that?
that's what I'm
the
saying.
same thing as he's not doing that to you.
So all these rappers, Snoop Dogg, that came at me for telling, did I tell on them?
No.
So why y'all picking and choosing?
You know
Because
why?
of who you are.
Look who you are.
Of who you are.
Hey,
That
let me
comes
tell you
with the
something.
Hey, no.
game. You
Hey, let
gotta
me tell you
understand
something.
that comes with the game.
If I go to the Fountain Blue right now, right?
Do you know how many people
If
hate
I
you?
go to the Fountain Blue right now, right?
Yeah.
And get drunk and start throwing up in the lobby of the Fountain Blue, somebody's gonna record me, and because I'm Wack 100.
Okay, that's right.
This is some shit motherfuckers do every day though. They get drunk in that lobby, throw up. You don't hear nothing about it. If you go over there and slip and fall into a pool in the Fountain Blue,
Right.
they're gonna talk about it because you academic. Motherfucker, do you not you don't know who you are?
Well, I guess he's thinking other.
Hey, listen, that's completely wrong. This completely wrong. When you hear somebody say, hey, Tekashi, they doing this because of who you are, that's completely false. They ain't doing this because who you are. People ain't saying you a rat. You turned out to be a rat because of who you are. It's about what you did. You never heard mom and them say, hey, it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. Look at how you came in the game. Look how you antagonized the whole game. You went in front of the game, nan and boo boo. I'm a gangster. Y'all dudes ain't like that. Getting people hurt, getting people beat up, fights, this, that, disrespecting some of the people in the game that people hold in high regard. Let's not forget, my dude, what we talking about, why they worried. You came in the game, especially if anybody should be worried, I would think it's the LA guys. You came in on the gang bang culture, the New York guys. You came in screaming New York. You saying, why are they worried? It ain't about what you done, my boy. It's about how you done it. And I ain't talking about snitching. I'm talking about how you came in the game. It ain't about who you is. Look, when you got out, it was what, 300,000-400,000 people on your Instagram. You came out to Bad Boys music with girls, and you saying, why did they do this? You antagonized the whole game. Well, that's my case. Dog, you came into the rap game with that. You came into the rap game with that, home. And then our culture is based on that. I remember back in the day, because I'm an artist. I remember back in the day when Ice Cube was on fire with the next Friday and the Friday after next. And I said, you know, in my bars, this is known in the culture, people do. You know, you dissing the gang and he won't make it the next Friday like Chris Tucker or Friday After Next like Chris Tucker. You know, whatever's happening in the culture comes up in the bars. And the whole culture saw you run through the culture rampant with the whole gangster, test my gangster, real gangster, I'm gangster. They ain't like that. And now they just showing the people, all right, the votes are in. It went the other way. It went the other way.
The rappers, though, not like the fans.
Rappers, fans, blogs, you're something to talk about. You're a fucking subject. Your subject matter. They're gonna talk about you.
That's a good point.
I've seen shit. Hold on. I've seen shit. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna fuck you up with this. I watched you go into a hospital or home with a patient, little kid, had cancer or something, because their wish was to meet you.
I did it 3 times.
They talked about it. That's how I know about it. I wasn't there. Good, bad, ugly, they're going to talk about it. What you expect? If people didn't talk about you, you wouldn't be as big as you are.
That's a lie. I'll tell you why.
What?
Don't I always tell you, the positive they never post. They always post a negative. Don't I call your phone
say that because I know about this story from a post.
They talk about my negative.
That's true, but it's the nature of the media, though, with everybody. It's the nature of the media with everybody.
I post a picture of me and my family.
I get 100 likes. It's the nature of the
I
business.
post a picture of a fight, 10 million.
Yeah, it's the nature of the media with everybody.
Wack, watch this.
You might think you get it worse, but everybody get it like that.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. My biological father abandoned me at birth, right?
Okay.
He was a crack.
Correctional officer.
That's a cop.
No,
you
it's
work
not.
for law enforcement.
It's not.
All right. So when you say you've been to jail,
You're saying that you still
that's
believe
just like
that.
you. Hey, look, Chicago, Baltimore, New Orleans. These niggas' murder rate is the highest in America, bro. So for you to say what Chicago ain't, it's crazy as
my eyes. Do you think Dirk is a killer? Look me in my eyes and tell me, is he a killer?
The Dirk I know.
Yeah. Tell me, is he a killer?
The Dirk I know.
Yeah.
Right? The Dirk I know.
You
I
taking
think
too long.
No, listen.
He's not a killer.
Listen.
A nigga would be like, yeah, nigga.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, let me be clear on even that. You hear Tekashi ask Wack 100, do you think Dirk's a killer? You taking too long? You would have said, yeah, he's a killer. If people are running around saying, yeah, I'm a killer, I failed. I'll be in jail soon after. A win right there for me is for somebody to say, no, I don't think he's a killer. That's a win. Let me be clear to the babies that's listening. You don't want somebody to be able to identify you as a killer based on looking at you. That's the banana in the tailpipe. I need you to welcome yourself to come this way to make it easier for the cherry picking. You know, you heard it all the time, the catch and come before the hang. And you heard it before. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't, you got to play a fool to catch a fool. So if a dude that told the police is running around saying I'm not a killer, that's a win for me.
Tell you what Dirk is. Let me tell you what Dirk is.
You put me in the same
Let me tell you what Dirk is.
I tell you, you got
Dirk will whoop your ass, 6'9". Dirk will whoop your ass.
Make the call right now.
Whoop your ass.
No, I'm saying make the call right now.
Let me tell you what Dirk is.
Yo, Wack.
Can I tell you what Dirk is?
Same
When you done talking, I'm gonna tell you what Dirk is.
Go ahead.
Dirk is from Chicago.
I don't give a fuck about these Chicago niggas.
He's from where he's from.
With this up there podcast.
Niggas is tough for the Chicago
Listen,
niggas.
he's from where he's from. He's from where he's from, right? He's authentically who he is from where he's from. He was not placed over there because he was a rapper and he could do this. Because we watched Dirk start and fizzle the fuck out and go away. 4 or 5 years. He moved to New York at one point in time, trying to get back on. Then he came back, right? So Dirk is definitely an entertainer, but he is from where he's from. You and Dirk are not the same. You and Dirk are not the same. We don't know what Dirk doing.
Are you saying he's invalidated because you don't feel he was in it from the get-go?
Definitely wasn't.
Yo, wait, I said, is Dirk a killer? Look me in my eyes and tell me that.
We personalize it in Dirk, but we can get to the point before. I think the point
Since
was
you ain't Mr. Civilian, we don't talk about who's killers.
Wait.
We don't talk about those kind of things.
Wack.
Hold on, bro.
No, Wack.
See,
Wack.
what you gotta understand is you can't drag me into your definition of being gangster.
No, Wack.
Those things you're talking about, a real gangster's not gonna talk about.
Wait.
It's real shit.
I'm gonna rephrase what he's saying. I'm
not.
Yo, Wack.
I don't know. I'm telling you out my mouth. I don't know King Bob.
And see, you hear Tekashi talk about I don't politic, we don't politic. I think he should be honest with himself and the people and say he's afraid to politic. You don't politic because you understand the consequences surrounding harm and you have to be handled by law enforcement. I politic because the circumstances around harm and me initiates war. And I stand on that. So the politicking is like you'll see our president go meet with Iraq president or one of these other countries' president in the heat of it could be the heat of the moment. It could be things going on. You know, if you harm this, you know what's going on. We trying to figure this out. Right? I'm coming to your side of the world. How we gonna do this? You understand what I'm saying? So I think he should be honest and just say, I'm scared to politic. But you diss Dirk, you diss these rappers, you know. Hey man, you know, they went on and on and on and on and on. And later we'll get into the 21 Savage and what it spawned into, because 21 Savage and Wack 100 are now into it because of this situation. And Tekashi, see, an enemy of my enemy is my friend. These are some of the oldest game. This is old game. This is old laws. This is old. You're supposed to know this. Operating with this information is supposed to be just, yeah, you dig what I'm saying? So understand that. But we'll get to the 21 Savage a little later. We're going to get off of Tekashi for a second. So much to talk about. We got the Locks and Dipset. We want to visit that, man. Such a great verses. I would say one of the best verses thus far. We're going to take a very, very quick break, come back with the Locks, Dipset, and we're going to get into what we get into, man. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in, tapped in. It's Up There Podcast. We'll be right back.
After this break, we'll be back breaking the game down with It's Up There Podcast. Stay tuned.
Let's talk about the Locks versus Dipset versus battle. For those of you that don't know, the Locks and Dipset just brought in the best versus battle that I've ever seen thus far. It was in Madison Square Garden. First, I want to give a shout out to Swiss, Ciroc, Revolt, Apple, Thriller, everybody that really has been involved in this battle rap-ish style event for the culture that's been so electrifying through the houses of our people, and looks to help drive numbers to streams and different things. So man, it's been a beautiful thing. This one was by far, in my opinion, at the top tier, top level of what versus is. It by default has changed, has risen the bar of what versus is, especially for rappers. For R&B guys, somebody got to do it in that genre some kind of way. But for rap, they've now showed you how versus is supposed to look. So we want to shout out to them dudes. But as far as rap, they've now showed you how versus is supposed to look. It's not a coincidence. Now, some of the people who don't know who the Locks is or don't know who Dipset is, you got to do your Googles. You got to do your research. Couple of things I noticed about this versus battle. Number one, New York won. And we're going to play a couple of clips and look at some clips and see what's going on. And we'll run through a couple of clips just because it was just that dope. It was that big. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at a few clips together, and then we'll get into my analogies and my breakdown of this whole scenario and how I feel about it.
We created this, bro. This is something that we did, bro. You know, we giving our kings their flowers. But you know who really won tonight? Tell me who really won tonight. New York! Nah, not New York. New York got a victory.
They got a victory.
Really won? Well, the people, the culture won tonight.
The culture won. But
the culture won tonight.
The culture won, but if Swiss, you from New York, I ain't never felt this energy. That's why I said
that's crazy.
Swiss.
It was crazy.
2/3 of a brick, Panero and Kid, the crystal white fluffy parts that'll come back quick.
It's that up-top crop with a truck stop dump. You know what the movement's like. You know how we moving, right?
Don't start, Kid. Tech, they made that song before Jimmy even. Y'all heard him? He even on the ride.
That nigga don't even rap. Hey, yo, let's get papers and pop over holes up in skyscrapers. Condominium.
Energy was crazy. The energy was crazy. Look.
New York City, the only way to play is gritty. If you love the money, then prepare to die for it. I told y'all these fighters fit. They just needed the money or something. Little Papa
In the block.
That's right. But I need to know more. You know something is not.
See, they got Cameron. By this time, they made Cameron look alive. At first, Cameron was gonna come out with the too cool for school. Yeah, first Cameron was gonna come out with the I ain't doing that. Y'all little boys, I'm rich. But they drug him out. See, to me, when I looked at the Locks versus Dipset, I looked at star for star. I don't care what they say in New York. I love Jimmy like everybody else loved Jimmy. I love Jewels like everybody else loved Jewels. Dipset, it was a beautiful thing. But this here, somebody had to take front, and it needed to be Cameron versus Jada. But Jadakiss came there on VEDs versus enhancement drugs. Yeah, Jada was on Adderall. Jada was way too witty, look alive. See, and people tried to say, oh, he gave Mercy the Fabulous. Nah. You know what it's like when the little homie go get his brothers? Yeah, now the little homie look alive. He got his people with him. He look alive. They formed Voltron. They gave him even more of his power. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't about Mercy on Fabulous. That was about my brothers with me. We at war. It's a different mindset. It wasn't about Mercy. It was about mindset. But when I looked at it, I said, this is Jada versus Cam. But Cam come out, he didn't give me, and then he wasn't as witty as I would like for Cam to be. He wasn't checked in. Jada was rolling because, you know, them VEDs. But respectfully, Jada killed him himself. Shout out to Styles and Sheik. They killed it too. But Jada killed them boys himself. Star power. That's what I tell dudes why you don't want to stand next to me with this, man. I do this too easy. Brother. You don't want to stand next to this. It's all good when it's, you know, when you thinking, you know, when you're over there with a bunch of people that you help out, they gonna gas you up, but you don't want to stand next to this because it's just it's a certain feel, it's a certain energy, you know what I'm saying? And I think the lawn chair didn't come off right, you know. For Cam then brought the lawn chair. I don't think that hit right. If anything, man, you should have had them carry me something out there with the king. Yeah. Make the homies carry something real out there, not something they can fold up. Like, it was a couple of misses, but something about the audio, the Dipset stuff was coming on and it wasn't, I'm like, I know this hit hard, like, but it didn't, for some reason, it didn't give me, something was missing. Let's watch a few more clips. Hopefully they got a couple of the times when they was just chilling and kind of talking and going back and forth. Let's see.
Lick, suck, deep throat, stop, score, hop on. I know it's right, but here come the. I wanna know, baby girl, you gon'
Hold on, Tech.
Yo.
Hold on, Luch. Let me talk to them.
You went to Walmart.
Killer planned on staying on that beach chair for a little while longer. Who we are.
Look at this duel.
Mighty real life street. Truth in the deep end. I know niggas that go to jail.
It's up there, podcast.
Down the third day. Somebody is finished. Maybe they can say the two. Call me Kiss. Call me the Black Beirut.
Are you in the army? Yo, tell me my way. First of all, what the is you wearing, bro? Alright, thank you.
Do your next song.
Let's do our song.
Next song. Kevin Hart. Do the song.
Do
the song.
I got a whole select here. A whole select here. A whole select here. I'm a whole select here. How is my birthplace? True story.
See, when I look at the Dipset, right, I say, you know what? I was expecting versus what I got. It's like that little meme going around about the what you order from Wish. You feel what I'm saying? It's like this, like here was the Wish package. It was still, you know, I got what I thought, but I thought this was, you know, I thought I was gonna see red bandanas and pink minks and yeah, I thought I was gonna see red bandanas and pink minks. I thought I was gonna see some of that kind of vibe. Santana tried to figure it out with his vibration, but it was cool. But for Cam and Jimmy, I thought I was gonna see red bandanas, big boy pink minks. You understand me? Iced up, looking like yeah. That would have came out totally different if Cam would have came out. You dig what I'm saying? I think they didn't, because locks come like they just coming. But y'all got to understand that y'all brand spoke a little bit more to culture. See, they brand spoke a little bit more to culture. So they had to come there representing their whole brand. They tried to go song for song with the locks. That was a mistake. We got to go brand for brand. We got to turn this into brand for brand against the locks. You understand me? And then, boom, and then get around y'all with a lot of that. And then that what's the name would have hit different. Especially he'd have tried to hit you with the male matrix, all that, and that certified gangster. And they also, he should have started it and let Jimmy go on been talking to where the beat would have hit soon as he got done. But that's the power of the DJ. The most important thing that you saw right here was the DJ. You can't understand how influential the DJ is in this culture without understanding what just happened on this Versus stage. That dude, DJ Technician, was in a totally different bag than most DJs that I've witnessed go up on that stage. That dude had sets on sets on sets of shit, and he had go into this when they go into that, go into that when they go into this. Oh, he said that, go into it ain't no way Jada was talking to him. It's no way. When Jewel say something like, oh, they don't got no girl records. Now I know the New York moment, they had that prior to when they played his King of New York with Jay, come back without New York. Unless that was the last song and Cam them went last. You feel me? I might would have done that knowing they got a New York on their side. I'd have tried to make sure I'm last, and that's how we closed the night out with the New York. You feel what I'm saying? Because, and he would have played here some other time and got a big look, of course, but it wouldn't have been that. See, that's the thing about that energy. It's never lost. It's transferred. And the DJ helped them every single time transfer the energy. When Dipset looked like they had a moment, they switched it right back to them. Because the DJ was back there so in tune with the moment. So in tune with it. Shout out Technician. That boy was so in tune with it. You think to yourself, ooh, he just said they didn't have no girl records. They went 5 straight girl records. They brought out some with Mariah, some with this, that. They went straight, right? And so it's just, then they say, oh, Sheik ain't got nothing. They went right to Sheik Records. This was not that DJ, man. Y'all can't understand what I'm saying, dog. I keep telling y'all Versus is much more than just you coming with your lyrics. Dipset should have came as the brand Dipset, not Dipset the rappers. They came as the rappers. They supposed to come as the brand. Cam supposed to came out with the pink mink, with all the chains and shit on. He might have had a cell phone. Some nigga, Jimmy supposed to been blooded up, but I know it might be a little too rough right now. They might be still on my, you know what I mean? I might be on the radar of a couple of the haters. You understand me? So I don't need to, be, engaging and indulging in that, because maybe that lends itself to some truth, right? And I have a cutoff mark that I'm trying to stick to in regards to what me and my lawyers have spoke about. There's a cutoff mark, because I can't say I was never there, but I can say I left before things went awry. You understand me? So I get it, but it's like they missed a moment with that. But let's look at a few more clips. These dudes was dope, man. Like I said, the best verses in the since they came out with verses.
Hold on. New York, cute, man. Hey, Luch, hold on. New York, what's up, New York? We in New York, right? Why these niggas keep rhyming over the words? Y'all could have stayed in the car and listened to Apple Music. These niggas is cheap. Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on. I talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. We didn't talk on your part. Shut up this. Shut up this, nigga.
No, I'm not that talk, nigga.
Let the music talk. Go in your corner. Go in your corner. We didn't violate you.
No.
You causing a distraction. Listen. New York, they causing a distraction. We in the Mecca of New York. Dipset.
Turn the
Why
words
they don't know the words? Let's make something happen. These niggas don't rhyme like us. All praises, all burners, all raises.
And see, that's performance. Although it may be what you feel, but he's still. I want the obvious. I want you to know what you're looking at. I want to help you make your mind up about what's going on right here. But again, what I tell you something. These dudes right here gotta understand what's happening, man. This is a legendary moment. Cam got up and started trying to handle his business. Seemed like his mic was more muffled. It was a whole bunch going on. I don't know, man. There was a lot going on, but they wouldn't have beat Jada and them with that level of intensity and without coming out with the mink coats and the blood bandanas and the pink and the big chains. And they had to come like that for the vibration to be set right. What they did was fumbled the whole brand part of it and came out rapper versus rapper. And that's the worst thing they could have done. But shout out Dipset, we love them. I know they going on tour. I got to be at one of them. If COVID is under control, be responsible.
Down, nigga, the game is all jaded. Hold on. This what these niggas want, right? We ain't playing with, this is New York. I don't do Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I don't do none of that. This what I do, nigga. Game is all jaded. Something hot drop, be popping all flavor. Phil Jack on the track, but I can't coach you. Desert is blue.
I promise you.
Still the 40 is jet black.
These dudes, man, is next level, man. Like I say, it's a lot of people in this game that really, really don't understand the level that Jada and them brings to it, man.
Bars, nigga. Bars.
I'm in war mode, nigga.
Y'all get shot at. Homie, I do the recruiting. Remember me? Got jumped on TNT. Next week, back pump to TNT. Just sound.
New York, the fight is next. They still doing the words.
Hold on, Kiss.
This is hip hop or not?
Right now.
Get him, Donnie.
Yeah.
You would think was all thoughts.
See, that's right after they said Sheik ain't got nothing. They went right to it. Jewel's laid down, right? You see that on the screen. Jewel's laid down. I'm not sure if that hit right.
How we floss and don't give a what it's called. I tell niggas quick, suck. Get a Glock. My name ring bells like Sunday at 12 o'clock. I don't care about your block and whoever you shot. Are you done, I don't care about your album and whenever it drops. Real hip-hop, real hip-hop.
Hey, yo, hold on.
When you thinking of the best, nigga, think of the lot. Who the y'all want? And who the y'all need? Cause none of them niggas. That's on mama love.
Let you talk though, right?
Hey, you right. New York City, what
Step the F back. Homie, I'm a gun to can't respect that. Any girl I hate that.
I ain't gonna lie, when I watched it over, it was a little different. But in the moment, Locks was whooping them. But when I watched it over, I was like, it's a little closer than what it was that night.
Better get the bakery, I got positive connect to 100,000 in front of housing.
That was about the first good one they did.
You know that's my right there.
That was your best role, nigga. Nigga gotta get the roll. Front on their poppy spot, put one in his head at the door. Watching these niggas.
Hey, yo, hold on.
I don't care what he talking about.
No, you can still you said my turn though, right?
Go ahead, you right. Go ahead, my nigga. Do one song without the words.
Y'all know everybody's song. Y'all the best peas and gravy I ever seen. Y'all the best side dishes ever, my nigga.
He called them side dishes, but they were winning at that point. But this is Cam fighting back. He didn't get I got us, y'all. But if he'd had the mink and all that on, it came off different. But hey.
Nigga, running the street, telling the folk, man, you ain't know he was a nigga, you know that. And what about the east side?
With its Up There podcast.
And we only in the hot spot, no, we got the bar, that Purple City Burger. That's us, that Purple City Burger.
It's our turn, right?
With its Up There podcast.
That's a new song? I don't know that shit. I gotta let New York know because they jipping New York. These niggas is jipping y'all. We came to let y'all see us sweat. This is New York, the mecca of hip hop. We doing real hip hop. Them niggas is lip syncing. Now let us show you where it started. It's a shame he can rhyme, nigga, love crime. Every late night he outside with the nine. And my mom screaming, Jay, don't waste your life. But me and my ace is tight with the bass at night. You got any bars in? I'm just gonna keep dancing around like DJ Cool
mixtape era. Get your legs snatched, all tricks, ribs cracked, play fear, day kids snatch, sleep the air, oh I got a cold hole in it up. He back, baby back, to wake the baby up.
Do another one cause that wasn't good enough. Go ahead, you can get another round.
No, you need to go.
They pulled Max B out of jail, Master P from New Orleans. We don't need nobody, nigga. We got New York on our back. Let's go. Couldn't live the life I live. Why's that? Cause I can die any minute. I get high every minute. Say the good die young. All that mean to me is that the hood die young.
These niggas doing a whole lot of talking.
We rapping. You panicking.
You panicking. Hold up. War going on outside. No man is safe. It don't matter if you 3 feet or 8.
So I tell you, this part right here that we're playing, this is when hold on, let's see if I can get a different clip of that. All right, so this is the last part I'm going to look at, man. We're going to look at this part where the exchange happened with Cameron, Dipset, and the Locks and Jadakiss, where the New York record was the moment. This is probably the biggest moment, in my opinion, of the versus battle. I put this on everything I love. This is a perfect example of energy is never lost, it's only transferred. If you are able to counter the person that is swung and hit you, this is the ultimate reaction that you will get and how you would handle it. It is never about the hit, it is about the response. It is never about the fall, it is about the get up. It is never about the risk, it's about the reward. Y'all gotta understand the game I'm putting down. Let's take a look at it. So you see this? This is where Cam drops the New York record. This is supposed to shift the energy. See, this is them. This is 30 minutes in. This is them trying to be like, all right, the fight is wobbling out of control. I'm finna drop this Jay-Z. I'm finna drop this Harlem. I'm finna drop this New York in the Mecca. But again, all things considered, we just dropped the ball and not knowing that he got one of these. But let's just watch energy. Let's just watch energy not be lost and only be transferred. Let's just watch somebody get hit and then their response transfers that energy back and they make what seems to be a loss at the beginning turn out to be a win. That crowd looks at that as a win right here for Cameron dropping that Jay-Z. Let's bag it up.
Come on, let's go.
They trying to cut it short. Get busy.
No, we gonna go until they turn the mics off.
All right, fuck it.
Let's go till they turn the mics off.
It's a bigger audience than the fight anyway.
You talking about New York, nigga?
It's that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this. You know this is a nuclear missile.
Fuck you talking about? You ain't got no bigger New York fucking than this, nigga.
I'll show you after this.
Welcome to New York City. Welcome to Dipset.
You can hear the crowd going crazy, and I think Freaky Zeke, his vibration, man, we know they real dudes, but it should have been a serious momentum. Some of that little playing lovey-dovey, all that was it didn't get received right. Not to say that anybody, don't know that they aggressive or they gonna bang it out. But I'm saying just the optics of it. You gotta always remember, you gotta play to the camera too. Especially in these kind of situations. Way more people watching than it is in the building. They dropped a New York record. The energy in that building is unmatched, unheard of. Let's go.
It's a war going on outside. No man is safe. It don't matter if you 3 feet or 8. You get 8 from the 9M straight blunt, wig split, melon crack, all that on day 1. I carry 8 guns, 2 on the way, 2 on the waist, 2 on the ankle, 2 to just spank you. You can chill with them jammers, play with the hot here.
Look at them, they going crazy in there.
You think you know what life do? Make on a motorcycle, triggers they on the light bulb, bringing in so much ice.
They going crazy in there, bro.
In front of Sparks, body Castellano, block away, watch spot, Gotti and Gravano. It's like Costa Nostra, someone close approach it, they'll toast the goat, the bread loaf, the chauffeur. Coke, they raise up and snort, blaze up your fort, J pump shot, cases, midnight pit fights, another victim, watch him, boy, watch. Get up, welcome to New York City. Welcome to New York City. It's the home of 9/11, the place of the Lord top.
There go Jewel. See, he held it down. He iced up. He got it. He trying to give you that look, but everybody had to do that for that to hit right. Jimmy had to be blooded down. Cam had to be pink minked up. It had the vibe like that. They really needed some Instagram posts pulling up in the pink rain, like just for the optics of it. And that's what this is turning into. Great job by Timberland and Switch. Call me. I'll help you figure some more of this out.
Never. Where we from?
Respectfully.
Welcome to the home of Harlem's own banger. We still nothing say, boy.
He forgetting his words. That's a fumble. And look at Freaky. That ain't cool to do. I wouldn't be doing that right now.
That's one of my shits, man.
We know.
I'm glad you did it so far down the line. I'm glad you did it after you already suffered defeat.
You panicking,
Get the fuck out of here. Drop that shit, Tech.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
New York, the real New York. I'm outside.
See, just switched everything you know about the game right there. It just took the energy from the enemy. And this is a prime example of what happens when you hit and you don't fall. I knew it was coming. Now watch this. This is preparation you dealing with. When you deal with me and you see me this is preparation you dealing with. Don't fool yourself. Don't play yourself. I take your best shot and it won't do much to me. I turn it around and welcome to New York's. Feel the love, nigga. Feel the vibration. You gotta know when you're dealing with preparation.
Come to my block and see me, my niggas. All of you.
That building has erupted.
This is Kiss. I'm outside. Always deep down.
I like this.
I got
With its up there podcast.
What? Yeah, bro. Friday deep block and shit, nigga. Fuck what you know.
You got him, kid.
And you can't take shit for granted.
Cause life is too short.
You know I got him set. I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
Shout out to they DJ.
I swear it couldn't be sweeter. Life's a bitch depending on how you.
I want y'all to know what I'm talking about. This thing is deeper than just rapping. You gotta understand what you're dealing with. So many people misunderstand that, hey man, you gonna get hit. it's gonna look like they winning. They gonna even think they winning. The onlookers gonna even think they winning. But you're dealing with preparation. You're dealing with a man that took the time out to consider all things. You're dealing with a man that took the time out to evaluate all things. And that's what you gotta deal with. This is greatness.
When you tell me I'm the best.
From a holistic standpoint.
I could have been in the bed watching a honey.
I'm from New York. New York, I like that. I like that. That was good.
I'm supposed to be in the bed watching a honeymoon.
That was good, nigga.
You gotta understand, bro.
I be sleeping.
Rosewood, where that Ciroc at?
Niggas woke me up for this shit.
You gotta understand, though. But one of the greatest verses we ever seen, man. Shout out to the Lock. Shout out to Dipset. We big fans. Collectively, them guys has did something that we never seen before. But coming in with this it was crazy, man.
Holy
That's
shit.
one of my shits, man.
We know.
I'm glad you did it so far down the line. I'm glad you did it after you already suffered defeat.
You panicking. Get the fuck
Drop
out of
that
here.
shit, Tech.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
New York, the real New York. I'm outside. I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Colorado. Come to my block and see me, my niggas. All of y'all know I be
That building is going crazy.
This is Kiss.
You know, Dipset should be thanking Jada. What Jada has effectively did right there is made the commercial for their tour. He's made it to where now they can sell out. They'll now be in front of us a whole bunch of more people now because of this. This ain't by coincidence. This has now effectively sold tickets for the Dipset and the Locks tour. They should be thanking Jadakiss. They should be thanking Technician. They should be thanking Dipset. They should be thanking the Locks. Everybody that's involved in this ought to get a pat on the back. This could not be a better situation for these guys.
2 or 3 hours till they like they splits. And that coke will get you a long time. When I let them know the dope is out, it's like America Online. Why smoking? And you know.
But like I said, man, great verses. We love it. We love it. All right, so let's talk about Kanye West selling out another event for the Donda album release or listening event in Atlanta, Georgia at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where he's been currently living, working on the project. We're watching something that's monumental. When I watched it, I told my old lady, you know, I'm like, yo, this is a crazy space that we in regards to what we're watching with this dude Kanye West. When we watching Kanye West, because he's doing these things from a perspective that a lot of people don't understand. In this game right here. Cause I hear rumblings about people saying, yo, man, he got 30, 40, 50 people working on one song. That's cheating. You know, they criticize Drake for it and they let Kanye do it. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. And I do say Drake and 40, I told y'all last week, they don't have a whole bunch of people coming in and out, dude. Them dudes is going hard over there. That's what I'm saying. It's a different thing going on with Drake. Respectfully to Ye, I love Ye. But that dude, Drake got it's a different thing going on. But the music Ye makes it so powerful and it's so good and it's so deep and it's so dope. When I saw him come out and how it was handled in some of the songs, even with the Locks and them on their new song, shout out to Jada and Sheik and Styles. Some just told me though, when you get that big, to still be able to make good music is a different task than somebody, let's say, that goes to the studio that they rent out and pay for. Like, it's a totally different thing. For you to be effective in the same genre for that long, you got to know when you're just being told it's dope or when it's really dope. And so you got to kind of try to find that sweet spot. And it's crazy because no matter what you put out, when you become extremely profitable in the music business, no matter what you put out, there's going to be some people saying that it's dope and it's just over your head. So as the creator, it's always a rough place to be in, because one thing about us, we really can't communicate our standards. It's hard to communicate the standard, right? I can't tell you how I want it, but I know when I hear it, that'll be it, right? I know you don't get it, but that's the way it is. I can't tell you what it is, but when I see it, it'll do it for me. I'll instantly know, right? And so when you can't communicate your standard and you're trying to always find the better you, it's rough, because they're going to say, that's it, put it out. And you're going to say, nah, it didn't give me what I was looking for, something there that I didn't get. You're not going to, you know what I'm saying? And so it makes it that much more rough. You see, because it's a weird dance. It's a weird little dance. And when I was listening to the music, because I seen Justin LeBoy come out and say, yo, Kanye West got Lil Baby and Weeknd on the same song, album of the year, it's over with. And then I said to myself, these songs are great. I mean, dude, top notch, top level. But for some reason, it didn't give me enough to say it's going to smother the boy, though. It didn't give me enough to say it's going to smother. Just it like Drake ain't got a chance. I didn't feel like that. I know this dude is, right? So it's just weird, right? It's just a weird thing, because I'm like, don't scream album of the year, bro. You got Drake around the corner, man. But again, they're not doing the same thing. You can't put The Weeknd, Kanye, and Lil Baby against a Drake song. It's like, yo, how you gonna say that makes it that? What about, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta see what's going on. I know Justin LeBoy is doing what he's supposed to be doing. But the Drake guy, man, he's coming in, and he's coming in a way that you gonna respect. Some just telling me that the album, and he know you trying to slick, interrupt what I got going on. Now let's be clear, Kanye rollout is crazy. It looked like Kanye done overshadowed Drake rollout. Just instantly came out and took over. Music roll, just everything music is just kind of Kanye this, Kanye that, Kanye this. You understand what I'm saying? So in regards to rollout, Drake got some catching up to do in regards to just the optics of it. This dude done sold out an arena twice for music that hasn't came out. Now, I'm not sure if the arena is fully sold out. I know how this works, right? But I'm just saying the optics of this is very crazy. Yeah, but I asked myself that, man, did Drake's rollout get stepped on by Kanye? Because Kanye West rollout is crazy. It's like a whole nother level. And it's deep. It's some deep, it's like, yo, this dude is on another level, right? And so that's a question that we got to ask ourselves. All right, so for those of you that don't know, I want to speak about DaBaby's current situation. He just came back out and issued another apology to the LGBT community. Miley Cyrus also came out and extended an arm to him and said, hey, just reach out to me. Let's sit down and we welcome you instead of trying to reject you, because I think they want to kind of show people that it probably is coming from somewhere else, right? So she let him know, hey, reach out, and he issued an apology. Let me learn from it. Some of the people took the apology, said, "Nah, we ain't going for that. You try to be slick. We don't believe you, X, Y, and Z." So we also dealing with that. So we're gonna listen to following that. Of course, when it first happened, T.I. came out and said some things. He now recently was on a live with Zoe about the current situation. So let's listen to a little bit about what they spoke about and kind of analyze what we got from it.
It's only an explanation.
It was people are standing in defense of trying to say what was said was right, when at that moment it was not right. It was just not right, period. The reason it wasn't right, the reason it wasn't right or appropriate is because if somebody, gay, straight, because everybody can get AIDS, no matter who you are. If they were in that audience and this person says, if you don't have that deadly disease AIDS, raise your light up. You don't, like I was telling my people, you don't know if somebody just found out they had it and they were just like, you know what, I just want to get away, go to this concert, whatever, or they're dealing with a friend who passed away from it or whatever, and you say this, it's just insensitive to people. I mean, I understand you said they said it in the hip hop club back in the day, whatever, but
no, still presently,
it's disrespectful.
Presently, and if I may say, okay,
and everybody, I'm sorry, people are saying freedom of speech. It's okay to have freedom of speech, and there's a difference from having an opinion and freedom of speech and being insensitive and disrespectful. Those are two different things.
Okay, now listen, when you say the word disrespect, one must intend to be disrespectful. If he said something that someone took as disrespect, but he didn't intend it to be taken that way, that's to you. No, I mean, yes, sir.
No, I'm saying to him, it wasn't disrespectful to him, but you can't tell somebody.
I can't tell nobody that they. You're right. I can't tell anybody that they were or were not disrespected. No, I can't. In which he said it that he didn't intend to be disrespectful. He was saying, it was I guess you could call it call and response. Sort of like if you're from California, and it's a part of certain people's shows. It's a part of DJ show. I just compared it to if you ain't got no STDs and your pussy clean, let me hear you scream. I done heard that shit several times. This ain't the first time. So that's what I'm telling you. So in knowing that, I know he didn't do it intending to be disrespectful. So if he didn't intend to be disrespectful, why are we treating him as though he went into something and did something on purpose?
I'm not saying canceling him, but I'm just saying once you saw that people were offended, all you had to do was just say, if I offended anyone, I apologize. But then to turn around and say, my gay ass supporters know this, and y'all know I didn't fucking mean that. But it's just like it was like you apologized, but you still didn't own up to the mistake you made. And when you're a celebrity or you're in a different status of other people, I'm not saying just because you're a celebrity you're better than anybody, but when you're people look at you different. So you have to be mindful of some of the things you say. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. I'm not saying he's a God and he's perfect and people make mistakes. But just be mindful, because now that you have put yourself in this position to be a celebrity, now it's like, hey, I gotta pick and choose what I say.
I can understand that to a degree. I do believe that if you're on stage, kind of like I'm doing what I'm doing for the purpose of the party. Just like if a comedian is on stage, they doing what they doing for the purpose of a laugh. That's just me though, and I can't make nobody else feel like that, but that's just how I feel. Because we look away when white people be in the crowd saying nigga, and if they catch and if we catch them in the Walmart doing it, it ain't gonna pass, it ain't gonna fly like that. So the stage is off limits.
Now that's a good point. So you got to understand the view from the stage. Now I do understand that the stage does need to be viewed a certain way, right? The stage is a place where there's a lot of things being said on stages under the guise of entertainment. There's a lot of things being done on cameras under the guise of entertainment, right? That we view and receive as such. I think when we deal with rappers, we tend to take them out of the entertainment atmosphere and make them real life characters, right? So what he says on that stage is who he is as, a regular individual, just him at his core. Part of that is because rappers always say, I ain't faking, I'm the real deal, so some of that lends it to that. But they had a good conversation, man. I'm on the ropes with this DaBaby thing. I know he's happy Tekashi and Act and Savage and all them took the news off of him so he can get out the news and go chill for a second and try to plan for 2022. So I know he done chalked the rest of this year up. And continue to put out music and be great. I'm pretty sure the album won't drop that he was about to drop and go on tour. If he does, it says a lot about the label really standing bound, and so we'll be on the lookout for that. Let's see what else we got to speak about today, y'all.
All that fake OG shit, all that. Somebody you gonna slap a nigga, bro? Nigga ain't on that, bro. I'm telling you, you lay any type of hands on my brother, bro, I would shot you on camera. I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing else. Nigga would have bust your lame ass. All that fake OG shit, bro. All that fake ass, you big homie Peru. Nigga don't care about all that shit, bro. Nigga respect all that shit, but all that fake OG shit, bro. Nigga ain't know all that, bro. Tell me what you gonna slap a nigga, man, nigga. You top the line with all that. That shit kind of bothered me. I wasn't even gonna do this type of shit. I swear I went. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I swear I wasn't even gonna. But I just in my head, cause nigga we don't do this type of shit. I ain't never seen, bro. That man been rapping 10 years now. 10, 8, 9 years now. Now, one time I ever seen this man get on the internet, argue with no nigga on the phone, argue with a nigga on live. I ain't never seen him do none of that shit. But this big grown ass, fake ass, OG ass nigga wanna argue with him.
This is 21 Savage brother.
Because some shit that he instigated. He just wasn't smelling that shit, nigga. He just telling you how he felt, nigga. The shit lying, nigga. You agreeing with a rat, nigga. You doing anything with a rat don't make you like that. You fucking your fake card up, nigga. On some real shit, nigga. You just what you gaining out of having like what you wanted some clout out being with a like tongue to a rat. I ain't gonna say being with a rat, cause you tongue to a rat that you think you finna got there and get some clout out of that shit or some shit. I really want to know what the hell you got. What you getting out of it? Like, what you got out of that? I don't get it, bro. In my eyes, you ain't no big homie in my eyes. I ain't even no cap, bro. That was some suck ass shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you kind of move funny out here to me, bro. On some real shit.
21 Savage brother. For those of you who don't know, we're about to talk about the 21 Savage and Wack 100 run in on Clubhouse again. Wack 100 got off the interview with Tekashi Donda. The interview then dropped. After that, Wack 100 frequents Clubhouse and they had a bunch of remarks and slander for him. So he said, "I'm gonna bring 6ix9ine to y'all," and got 6ix9ine on Clubhouse. And then that's when all of these other things transpired. Now, I also want to say this: Akademiks podcast is exclusively on Spotify. I'll tell you why that's important next episode, because I'm pretty sure we've been going a pretty good minute right now, and I need y'all to really dissect that game. And also I'll tell you about a move about Rory and Maul that's about to happen. Also, that's very important. And also we'll dissect how those two things coincide with the Joe Budden podcast and how the game is being dissected. We'll go into big facts and how they're selling out, how I just sold out, how $1 million worth of game sold out the event. We're gonna get into more of the podcasting game next episode at the front of it. So for those of y'all that come to me for that, you'll get that. Now let's get into kind of the Wack 100 and 21 Savage run in after that, and how Wack 100 handled that.
Line of communication. You there?
Yeah, what's up?
What up? They told me you was upset at me, my nigga. Talk to me.
I said you lying for agreeing with anything that nigga.
Okay, now listen. When you say lame, right? Because y'all lingo look different. What you mean by I'm lame? Like what you mean?
Like I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what you.
What is it that you don't agree with?
I just feel like a gangster and a rat can't agree on nothing in life. I don't give a damn how right a nigga is. Like,
so you shouldn't communicate. A gangster and a rat should never communicate, right?
Not really because of the industry that we in. I say like. I wouldn't really say that, but I say
okay. Well, come
I ain't
on,
finna agree with what no nigga say about no other nigga. Like how you said that you agree with him that I was.
With It's Up There podcast.
First of all, my kids.
Wait. Slow down. Because me and Akademiks was on your side with this. I said that nigga just because you was in the same club as the man.
I heard that.
So I'm saying
I'm talking about when he asked you, he said, if a nigga call you a rat, do you when the nigga who called you a rat see you, ain't he supposed to push up on you?
Yeah, you supposed to get out.
With its up there podcast.
That let me know you pump faking then, nephew.
Nah, you don't pump faking.
You pump faking.
What? How do that equate to pump faking?
Because listen. Watch this. The nigga Meek Mill just said somebody like, right? I didn't told the nigga, you's a bitch hoe ass nigga. When I see you, it's on. My wife in this room, and she'll tell you, I don't give a fuck. We at the Grammys, Emmys. As soon as she see that nigga, she's gonna head to the car. You know why?
With its up there podcast.
I'm getting off, right? So when I'm telling you, if you got the energy to say that nigga's a bitch, that nigga's this, that nigga's that, and you
adding
shit.
You adding shit.
No, you see him, which I don't think you saw him in the club.
But I never said bitch, and I don't even talk like that.
Well, what you saw? No, 6ix9ine had a video or something.
I don't even know what the hell that nigga talking about.
6ix9ine, what if you had a video?
Yo, Wack, you hear me?
Yeah, that video you had. He got a video.
Listen.
Hey, look. Before you start talking,
21. Look. 21. No.
Let me say one thing before you start talking. I'm not finna do no fake gangster shit on Clubhouse. So don't start yelling and doing all that extra shit.
I'm not yelling. Look,
with this up there podcast.
He just asked me a question. He didn't ask you a question.
What's that video shit you was showing us that you said he?
Yo, on the video, I'll post it up on my Instagram right now. I'll post it up on my Instagram right now just for 10 minutes. Cause I don't want to do. Yo, 21.
With this up there
I'll DM it to you where I'm in the club. Your manager, right or wrong, and put this on your kids. Your manager didn't go up to you and said, yo, 6ix9ine in the club with us right now. Put that on your kids. Your manager didn't tell you that.
Nigga, I told you that last night. Why the fuck?
That's all I'm saying.
Why you act like you dropping a bombshell?
Wait.
I'm the one told you my manager told me that, nigga. That don't mean nothing.
Wait. For the record, 6ix9ine and 21 Savage, this lame ass Wack talking, been on the phone talking for access to 30 to 40 minutes yesterday, right?
Yeah.
You said what?
Okay, all right. I'm just putting it out there. You been
I didn't hear what you said. Say what you said again.
You said Wack was lame for interviewing me, but you was on the phone with me yesterday for 30 minutes.
I said he lame for agreeing with anything you say, nigga. Everybody in this fucking room just heard what I said.
So what was you on the phone with him for 30 minutes about?
Nigga, asking him why he talking the way he talking.
But nigga, if his own, right?
Man, I'm not finna do all this fake gangster shit on Clubhouse.
What do you mean fake gangster shit?
I just told you how I felt. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Man, Wack promoting a fight,
gangster and shit.
Wack promoting a fight.
21 Savage wanted to fight too because he asked 6ix9ine for the fight, right?
Yeah, he asked me. He said set it up. Right? I told a nigga Akademiks set it up.
Crickets, boy, don't come up in there fucking with me and your shit ain't right because I'm gonna put it on. I don't mind. I'm putting mine on the table. I ain't hiding nothing. But come in there and say, 21, you talked to 6ix9ine willingly for 30, 40 minutes. You asked him to give you the fight. Come on, my nigga. You wasn't on there talking about rat, bitch ass nigga. All that shit. Don't do that.
Oh, that ain't what I said on the phone last night, 6ix9ine. Put that on your kids. I ain't call you a rat on the phone.
You did, but after I already violated you.
And I ain't finna, look, this what I'm not finna do. Look, this what I'm not finna do.
Yo, 21,
y'all
but
niggas do that internet shit. I ain't got all that internet shit, all that pump fake.
21,
I'm not sitting down with no rat.
I violated you.
I ain't sitting down with no rat, period.
Yo, 21,
I called you and asked you why you want to interview talking about sucking dick. That's what I said.
Yo,
and I said I want to fight. I didn't sit down and have no kumbaya with you. I'm not Wack.
I'm not gonna tell me y'all niggas.
Wait. 21. Respectfully, nephew, I know you. We always been solid, and I'm gonna keep it real.
Nah, you just said a whole bunch of extra shit. So that ain't solid.
Not the same. Look, 21.
I don't know. I guess
21. Listen to me, nephew.
9 friends now.
Listen to me.
Put on the show.
Listen to me, bro.
But I ain't
met you before. You been real humble. Me and you both know, nigga. If you were standing in front of me right now, you wouldn't have that energy. Stop doing that.
With this up there.
Man, I will beat your motherfucking little ass, you little I will beat your little ass, little bitty ass boy.
Yo, 21.
Hold on, 6ix9ine. 21. I came here respecting you, bro. And then wait. And it's.
But see, it's almost like he don't be believing these dudes. It's almost like he share the same mindset as Tekashi in regards to that. These rappers ain't like that. But you gotta know the young boys like that, man. These young dudes got some dudes on their team that want to gain favor, man. And then you can't say you gonna harm me, man. That go for anybody. Don't go around. You can't see where I'm from. We just to say, and then what? Then where you gonna live at? Then where you gonna be at? Cause you ain't gonna be around here. You can't come around here after you done that. You know, and I hope that's understood. And I really hope you do come back around here. Thinking that you is big homie on the block. Go ahead. Cause we're gonna put you down. And that's what I'm saying. But now, what's more important right here is now they've been tricked into beefing with each other. They've been tricked into beefing with each other. This ain't even their situation. Now they into it with each other. Now Male Matrix into it with Wack. These kind of things is happening.
That you don't agree with what I'm saying, but nigga, I'm not no.
And how you think I'm supposed to take you say you gonna knock me out? And I ain't said nothing about violence to you, and you gonna knock me out, huh?
Nigga, I will fuck you up, nigga. Yeah, right. One mic. I will fuck your motherfucking ass, nigga. Now we can get out, blood. I'll come to Atlanta, you can come to LA. We can get out wherever you want to get out. I will beat your ass. You don't get 21. Yeah, 21. And you get that line. I will fuck you up, nigga. I will beat you. Hold on. Hey, look, nigga, you ain't finna. You call me out my name.
Say less.
Nigga, what we doing?
Say less.
What we doing, my nigga? You coming out here, I'm coming out there. Cause we can get out, nigga. What we doing, nigga? I will sock you the fuck out. You out your league, nigga. You are out your league. You ain't finna come.
Listen to Tekashi. Yeah, Wack.
As you just a rapper, nigga. That's all you is, nigga. You ain't got the right regular respect to fuck with me, nigga. You's a fake ass blood too, nigga. I'm from California, nigga.
I ain't no blood.
See that? And what I'm trying to tell people about the gang banging. It is theirs. That's theirs. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all they want to see what they want to look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, dog. I don't know what be going on. Y'all gotta go get your politics right or whatever they call it. Because a lot of y'all willing to die for something that they ain't even recognizing because it ain't rooted in the right cause or the right place.
I don't know what you is, nigga, but when you coming out here, listen, my nigga, we talking about me and you. Look, we ain't talking about no blood shit. We talking about, listen, we talking about
no gangster shit on Clubhouse.
Yo, it's not no gangster shit.
Listen, hold on, bro. Hold on, you talking about 2 men. When you want to get out, my nigga.
Y'all can get in the room by yourself.
No when you want to get out, because you sound like, because you called me out my name, I let it go. But when you want to get out, my nigga.
Look, why he stay quiet? Why he stay quiet?
Okay, when you coming to LA?
I'm in Atlanta.
When you coming to LA?
I'm in Atlanta, bro.
When you coming to LA? We can do that too, nigga. Hey, look, 21, know this. I know this. I was roaming the A.
You don't got to do all that. I'm scared already, bro. I'm scared. You don't got to do all that.
I tell you what.
I'm already scared, bro. I'm scared.
You know what? I'm not gonna even ball my fists up. I'm gonna slap you up, nigga.
Hey, Wack, calm down, bro.
You ain't even in my city.
Calm down, bro.
Hold on.
One mic.
Hey, all y'all calm down.
Calling me out my name, nigga. My wife just chill out, bro. I'ma beat your nigga. I'ma put you on power room, nigga. I'ma beat you so bad. You ain't gonna have no
chill out,
bro. Let's go to Atlanta.
A whole bunch of beating going on.
He don't want no cameras. Yo, let's go to Atlanta.
One mic. No, 6ix9ine. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That ain't got nothing to do with you, 6ix9ine. The nigga come in the room. I respected the nigga. You said some slick shit. You don't agree with my thing, cool, but nigga, you were just on the phone with the man 45 minutes, nigga. Don't no nigga be on the phone with no nigga they hate like that for 45 minutes, nigga.
Hey, Wack, just chill out, man. Wack, just chill out, bro.
Nigga. Man, I'm gonna beat this shit out there. My wife would tell you I done seen that nigga. That nigga that unked me too, but next time I see him, I'ma sock him out.
He gone.
All you little rapper niggas know this, nigga. I am not a rapper. Don't come playing with me, nigga. You too light in the ass. If you ain't skilled enough, been around long enough, nigga, you might want to be a little hesitant about that mouth. Because I'm going to violate you. Straight up.
All right.
I'm
so,
sorry.
21, you quiet, boy. Yo, listen.
See, I don't think that was warranted. Respectfully. You and a dude just had a conversation about me to where dudes was inviting me to they private areas. And I come at you about it. I ain't cuss you. I ain't say nothing crazy to you. I ain't really do much to you. I just said I don't agree with how a gangster and a rat gonna talk like. And then next thing you know, I'm being told you gonna harm me, sock me out, violate me. You'll come to my hood and do it. What I'm being told, like I don't even got. That's why I'm trying to tell you, be so little respect for the rap guys. Don't handle me as no rapper. Don't handle me as a rapper, please. It ain't gonna end well for none of us. You see? Because I'm coming at you about you and a guy bringing my name up in a conversation like, yo, man, then how you gonna talk to him when we look at you like a gangster? And then next thing you know, you gonna whoop me and beat me up and this and that. I'm not sure I can. Nah, bro, you know that ain't like, come on, fam. Like, and then I'm done talking about it. But for me, see, I'm a little bit more, you know. That's why I'm taking the EY off my name, and I'm gonna start just going by LOON, because the EY on there, that's a different individual. He'll triple the money for it to happen now, today, 24 hours. Like, make it happen crazy. Just do it now, today, right? So, man, it's rough. So, I don't know how you can't say you're going to harm me. I ain't even said I'm going to harm you. I ain't even say I won't smoke with you. I'm just saying y'all sit up and talked about me and you said I should approach him. I ain't approaching him.
Yo, listen,
real quick.
Hey, sis, y'all stop instigating shit, bro.
Real quick.
Nigga, suck dick, nigga. You just copped it, nigga.
Yo,
Just
bro,
said you didn't have that energy. Yo, I swear to my mother, 21 yesterday.
All right,
Let it
you
rock.
gonna stop.
Just
Because
a
I
second.
said I'm gonna reset the room. So I need
Nah,
you
wait.
to be quiet while I'm resetting the room. That's what I
Alright.
need to happen. Cool. And all that shit. We gonna have conversations like we.
Yeah, that
Yo,
nigga weigh
Wack,
130 pounds. Fuck blood
Yo,
up.
Wack, let me get this
Powerful.
off. Let me get this off. Look, not to really say nothing.
I have a question.
Yo, wait.
Oh,
Hold,
then he don't even want that kind of smoke with
Yo,
me.
wait,
my nigga.
wait,
He
wait,
was on
hold
the
on.
phone. Hold on, 6ix9ine. That nigga was on your phone for 45 minutes.
For 40 minutes.
Phone with that
Talking
dick.
to me. And I kept yo, Act. You on the phone. Yo, Act. You could talk or nah?
Yeah, he can talk. He just over there.
Act, unmute yourself. Act.
At the bottom
Man,
of the
what type
rack.
of love and hip hop drama y'all got going on
Nah,
here,
Act.
man?
Akademiks.
Act. Act. Answer the question if I'm lying. When the first shit started and 21 said, yo, I want to fight you, set it up. And I said, for how much, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
And he said for whatever amount of money. And then I started getting at
But
him. I
I'm
said, yo,
lame.
listen, hold on. And I said, yo, what happened? You going broke? I'm a taxpaying citizen.
Wack
You
acting
just
like
go
that's
out of
the
nowhere.
same
You see
thing.
me in the club. We was in the club together. Whether
Hey,
Wack.
you in LA right now with Wack? Or no?
Nah. I'm in Mexico.
What the
When your
fuck
bitch
you mean?
ass
What do you be with me
Hey,
for?
hey,
We in
Tekashi, drop.
Clubhouse.
coming out here? Cause y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Y'all talking real crazy on this app, bro.
Yo, what you
Who is
mean?
that?
Nigga, this dirty, bro. Y'all could check through my shit, see who the fuck I am and who my
Nigga,
fans
I
are.
don't nigga what you saying, nigga.
Yo, be quiet real quick, Dirty.
Tap in with me, Wack, bro. Just tap
Nigga,
in
I
with
don't
me, bro.
tap in with no nigga, nigga. Fuck your mama, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. I don't tap in with no nigga, nigga.
Nigga, Wack be going crazy.
Nigga, I don't tap in with no nigga.
Imagine tapping in with a nigga with 6,000 followers.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't tap in
Yo,
with no
Dirty.
nigga.
Yo, Dirty, look, yo, Dirty, get up. Just delete Clubhouse for a quick second. Look. Yesterday, 21 Savage got on the phone talking about, yo, he want to fight for money. I said, yo, you going broke? Yo, Act, am I lying?
If you want to fade with me, 6ix9ine, we
Yo,
can fade
Dirty,
him.
just shut up.
Who is this nigga, man?
Moderators don't want to handle.
So that was 21 Savage and Wack 100's encounter on Clubhouse. It's been another great episode of the fastest growing podcast out there in the world. It's Up There Podcast. If you made it to this point, you need to go buy some merch. It's Up There Podcast. Merch is out right now. We will be going live Sunday. We will be in tune with y'all next week. We love everybody that support us and thank y'all for being on this journey with us. It's Up There Podcast is gonna be here. It's here to stay. And you dealing with the biggest one. I really, really appreciate the support. Continue to support, continue to share, continue to like, continue to engage. We're going to try to build this thing up to be the biggest platform in the world. It's the Black Joe Rogan. Appreciate y'all.
This is not the Joe Budden Podcast. This is not $1 million worth of game. This is not the Brilliant Idiots. This is It's Up There Podcast with Looney.